Echoes of the Nexus. Chapter 1. The Fractured Timeline. In the heart of New Manhattan, a city where reality twisted and turned with the whim of technology, Dr. Elara Voss worked tirelessly in her lab. A renowned physicist specializing in quantum mechanics, she had become obsessed with the concept of multiverses, alternate realities that existed alongside her own. After losing her partner Marcus in a tragic accident, her research became a desperate attempt to bring him back. One stormy night, Elara activated her groundbreaking device, the Nexus engine, a machine capable of opening portals to other realities. As the machine hummed to life, swirling energy filled the room, and a shimmering portal materialized before her. Hesitant but determined, Elara stepped through, hoping to find a universe where Marcus was still alive. Elara emerged in a reality that seemed similar but subtly different. The city was vibrant, filled with joyous citizens, but as she explored, she discovered a darker truth. This world was ruled by a tyrannical version of herself, known as the Overseer. This alternate Elara had harnessed the power of the Nexus engine to dominate countless realities, eliminating any variant that threatened her reign. Realizing that her quest for love had led her into the path of her own greatest enemy, Elara fled through the streets. She encountered a ragtag group of rebels fighting against the Overseer's regime, led by a familiar face, Marcus but different, hardened by the struggles of this universe. Elara joined the rebels, and together they plotted to overthrow the Overseer. As she worked alongside Marcus, their connection reignited, but the shadow of their past loomed over them. Each shared moment was tinged with sorrow, reminding Elara of the life they had lost. Through their missions, Elara learned that the Nexus engine's power was more significant than she had realized. It was the linchpin holding the multiverse together, but its destabilization had caused chaos across realities, attracting the attention of the Time Guardians, enigmatic beings who protected the multiverse from collapse. The rebellion reached a boiling point as Elara and Marcus led an assault on the Overseer's stronghold. The confrontation was fierce, with battles spanning across time and dimensions. In the chaos, Elara discovered that her alternate self was not merely a tyrant. She was a reflection of the pain and desperation that Elara felt after losing Marcus. As they faced each other, the Overseer revealed a harrowing truth. Every time Elara had opened a portal, she had created another timeline, and in doing so, she had inadvertently created the Overseer. Their fight became a battle not just of power, but of ideologies. The Overseer believed that absolute control was the only way to ensure safety across the multiverse, while Elara held on to hope, love, and the belief that every life was worth saving. In a climactic moment, as the battle raged, Elara used the Nexus engine to confront her pain head-on. She tapped into the energy of every timeline she had visited, channeling it into a singular moment of clarity. The machine began to overload, threatening to tear apart the fabric of reality. In that moment, Elara reached out to her alternate self, reminding her of the love they once felt, urging her to embrace the possibilities of hope instead of despair. The confrontation culminated in a blinding flash, and both versions of Elara were drawn into the Nexus, merging their essences. When the light faded, Elara found herself back in her original reality, standing in her lab. The Nexus engine lay dormant, but the air was filled with the echoes of every choice she had ever made. She felt different, more whole, as if she had integrated the strength of all her variants. As she stepped outside, the world seemed brighter. The pain of loss remained, but it was tempered by the knowledge that every choice could lead to something beautiful. Elara vowed to honor her past while embracing her future, dedicating her life to ensuring that no one else would suffer the way she had. Unbeknownst to Elara, the Time Guardians watched from the shadows. They had sensed the disturbance in the multiverse and the potential of the Nexus engine. As she moved forward, the Guardians knew they would keep a close eye on her, for the balance of reality now rested in her hands. a guardian of choices, an architect of new beginnings. In this way, Elara found peace not only in the echoes of her past, but also in the promise of the infinite possibilities ahead. The story had only just begun.